And you mentioned just in our pre-show chat, you read The Bell Curve, which was Dick Herrnstein and Murray's big magnum opus, although it had only one chapter out of, I think, a dozen or more that was devoted to this. But it kind of goes in passing, you know, oh, that's interesting, bookmark, and you kind of keep going forward. But we've, of course, had a whole bunch of experts from both the left and the right on talking about IQ differences between ethnicities. And I think that helped to bring the issue more to the forefront of your thinking. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's the controversial part of the bell curve is the IQ difference between ethnicities. But I think the deeper issue is, since IQ seems to G, you know, general IQ G, right, is the term they use. Since it so closely correlates to both poverty and crime on one hand, and generally success and wealth on the other. It would be useful to be thinking about what a society that was recognizing these differences looked like. You can't. I just love your example. I've used it every time with with attribution, although that's not, it's hard for me because it's such a damn good analogy. But, it's like you said, if you can't put somebody on a basketball team to make them taller. And I think it would be an interesting discussion today to talk about what a society that recognized the importance of cognition is in a third wave economy. And you can compare it to first and second wave economies as well. So, we have so many of our problems. We talk about, well, we're going to fix welfare by throwing more money at it, or we're going to means test these people, or we're going to do all this. I happen to think that all this stuff is dancing around the margins, that there are, in fact, some solutions. But if you're not going to have the courage to talk about the real issues in terms of race, in terms of IQ, in terms of all of this stuff, then you're not going to get anywhere. And just to preface this, so that the fire brigades that are already on their way, this is a hard thing for progressives to understand about people like you and me. When we talk about these things, it's not because we hate these people, and it's not because we want to see them go away. On the contrary, we seem to have, I listened to your shows on this, we are willing to take the kind of abuse that we're going to take by talking about some of this stuff, specifically because we'd like to see everybody live better. I'm certainly speaking for myself here, and I know you are too. It's like you've got a big part of the country in an ongoing trap, and I'd like to see them get out of it and be happy and free and successful. So that's where I'm coming from on this one.
Yeah, well, without a doubt, there's certainly no animosity. The pursuit of truth can never be something that is biased or prejudiced by its very nature. If you're aiming at the truth, you're exactly trying to get away from bias. German President Joachim Gauck, I don't know, I think I just spit up a hairball. To understand the opportunity of immigration, more Germans need to say farewell to their image of a nation that is very homogenous, predominantly German-speaking, Christian, and fair-skinned. Reality has become much more multifaceted. I think we need to redefine nation as a community of diverse people who accept common values. All right. So, the president is saying, well, they all have to accept common values. So, I would ask this guy, is it easier for white Christian Germans to have white Christian babies and to teach them German values and have them grow up speaking German and have them, same IQ, ethnicity, and so on? Is it easier to do that, or is it easier to import low IQ, rapey people from North Africa who don't speak your language, pay them on welfare, have them sit in ghettos, not integrate into the community? Is that how you get them to accept common values? Because you have a choice. Every migrant that comes in is a European who won't be born.
Me. When we talk about these things, it's not because we hate these people, and it's not because we want to see them go away. On the contrary, we seem to have, I listened to your shows on this, we are willing to take the kind of abuse that we're going to take by talking about some of this stuff, specifically because we'd like to see everybody live better. I'm certainly speaking for myself here, and I know you are too.
Yeah, well, without a doubt, there's certainly no animosity. Low IQ, rapey people from North Africa